think it really varies from team to team, and the perception of legal is really driven by how the individual legal team interacts with the business. But definitely from my perspective, I can see a positive shift towards legal being brought to the table earlier, given a seat at a more kind of strategic, higher level. And I think that it's something that's earned by the legal team, especially if you're new or the legal function is just starting out, or you are battling an old perception of legal, a historic perception. But I can certainly speak to my experience that there's a positive shift towards the business really recognising the value of legal and legal being brought in early. In my business, we've created a legal hub, which is a kind of a landing page online, which acts as a bit of a repository for documents that we want to share with the business, and a bit of a self-serve mechanism. So, and there is a picture of the legal team on there that shows that we're normal, smiley human beings. So again, that is, if someone's not able to interact with you in person, they've got that a hub to kind of go to, and there's that immediate port of call. Yes, I am actually currently working on something which is across the whole business with a particular focus on our buying team, and really amazingly legal is a part of the steering group on that project, so really got a seat at the table, and it's me and a paralegal working on it, and it's giving a really amazing insight into how the business operates. It's an operational thing, so it certainly has a legal angle, but it's not legal driven. It's driven by the commercial side, but it's a really great insight into actually how you make change in a business operationally. I work in a rather large business, and it's not easy, especially when there are so many different stakeholders who have an interest in the process. So the point of the steering group is to really look at what the pain points are and make it better. And there's a bit of budget behind it, which is great because it means we can potentially bring in some tech. And it is driven by a senior stakeholder who has a mandate for leadership to do it. So it's a really exciting project to be involved in. And again, talking about legal teams' reputation and visibility, showing that we can add more than just drafting a contract is really valuable, because it's demonstrating to those stakeholders that we really have something to add at a more strategic level, stepping back and thinking about the operation of the business. And I think a legal mind and skill set can really add value there, because you think about things analytically. I'm personally interested in tech and streamlining and processes, and I think this project brings together a lot of those things. So for me, it's personally really interesting, but also professionally a really good example of how legal can add value. And again, just showing that you're a team player and can bring creative ideas to the table rather than just the strict contracts and the legal advice is it really adds value and demonstrates to those stakeholders that they can come back to you at another point with another interesting project, and you'll be able to similarly support them. Attitude is number one, because as a junior lawyer, you're not going to know everything or have all of the experience that the senior lawyers have, but one thing you can really bring to the table, and which will really demonstrate to the business that you've got potential, is attitude. So coming keen to learn, it really pays to show up, be enthusiastic, and have that positive attitude. People will notice, and if you put your hand up to support with something, people will then in the future have you in their mind as someone who can support on a future matter. So if there are new opportunities, you will likely be at the top of the pile for someone to pick to support, because you've already shown that you're enthusiastic and you want to support. I think your reputation will speak for you if you are known in the business as someone who is supportive and facilitative. The times that you are really trying to constrain what the business is doing or recommending the business doesn't do something, it will definitely be appreciated.